Everyone is obsessed with cold cases. But why? And what makes a case go cold? My name is Jana DiCamilla. I'm a digital content producer here at CBS 6, and I want you to follow me into the evidence room. Over 6,000 cases in the U.S. go unsolved every year, and the problem is growing so rapidly that the Department of Justice actually deemed it a national crisis in 2019. We spoke with some local and nationally recognized experts to find out why a case goes cold.
It's not a specific reason, it didn't get solved initially for whatever reason, and that could be to the very, lack of evidence, a lack of time frame, a lack of, known facts of when it happened, what happened. A lot of variables with that.
They're not definitely cold. They are in the mind of officers. Officers care about the victims and they want to seek resolution. So what goes in the cases that they get unresolved or kind of they put them in a holding pattern is they feel like at that time, at that moment, that there's nothing else they can do. And really, police officers say that no, these aren't cold cases. They are yet to be resolved.
Here in the Capital Region, Dr. Lane runs the Criminal Investigation Resource Center, where she works with students, law enforcement, and fellow criminologists to uncover New York's cold cases.
Dr. Kunkel and I have noticed with the local police and law enforcement, because the dwindling amounts of police officers that are out there to serve the community, that we could provide a way for them to get to these cases to assist in resolution. We are not here to actually solve the cases, but we're here as a way for better information consumption with the limited time that detectives have in the area.
Both experts tell me that advances in technology make the biggest impact moving a case forward.
We look at evidence from our cases, and a lot of times there's evidence that has been processed in the past, but didn't necessarily yield results forensically that would develop leads or give us definitive answers. Also, there's cases in the past where stuff just couldn't be processed because a test didn't necessarily exist that was sensitive enough or exist at all.
Forensics and DNA. That technology is advancing at a stellar pace, and it's phenomenal to see what you can do.
Changes in loyalty and maturity, time, all these things can also impact breakthroughs in a case. Dr. Lane and Trooper Stefanik both say that solving these cases makes a big impact on the community, not only victims and families.
Even though it's not there and people don't really talk about it, it's still in the back of their minds wondering, what happened to these people? How did this person get hurt in the community? So, it does have an impact on the community. And it's really nice to see that we have this resource to say we're trying to help.
The true crime community can often serve as a double-edged sword. While they invigorate police and breathe new life into an investigation, they can also step in the way and stall law enforcement's efforts.
Because this is what we're really looking for, is to invigorate police to pull them by today's murder and look back to the murder that happened, 20 plus years ago. And the community seeing people going, yes, and when they're listening to the podcast, actually invigorate people like, I have an hour left, I'm going to sit down and do some work. So the true crime community actually motivates indirectly police to actually work on those older cases, even though they are overworked and tired.
The more eyes, the better. And I've read up on cases. I'm aware of cases in which social media has played a significant role in bringing these cases to a conclusion. So I'm not naive to that, and that we should not ignore that, because that's something that we definitely look at. Even when I've been looking at a case, I certainly see what is being said out there in the social media world, comments. So I value the efforts of that.
Stick with us here in the evidence room as Dr. Lane and Trooper Stefanik and many more experts help us uncover New York's cold cases. I'm Jana DiCamilla with CBS 6 News.